Good morning, traders. It is 10:22 a.m. Sunday, the 6th of March, the 7th of March, and I just wanted to take this moment to go over and analyze some of Tesla's price action from last week. We came into the week with the look below and go starting to unravel. That was triggered at the break of the 756 area. I did have to like remove my annotations on this chart. It was getting really too busy. So I'm just going to try and work myself back into our analysis. So the LBG look below and go move had triggered a couple of weeks ago. I called that move out when I said that this gap over here, not even attempt and with no attempt to test the 772 level once this gap established gave us a significant indication that something was starting to happen with respect to this particular value area, this balancing normal distribution being rejected by traders for the near term and try and test this secondary balance area which was established quite a while ago, and there were some thin prints that I had identified that needed to be filled in this zone, and of course in this zone which did get filled eventually. And I had to obviously clear out some of my trend lines here. This chart had gotten really busy, but this level over here was really important again, the 740 level I mentioned in my videos before. So what has been happening since the look below and go moves triggered was obviously, like I said, the first test was always the 610 edge. We found that Tesla bounced significantly with an important wick area over here from 620 all the way back to the, what is this, the 50 period moving average, the exponential moving average, right? And which also is near this overall downtrending trend line. So having seen a rejection there, we did place some weekly options trades here. I've described those in my videos. These were the weekly options trades. We did good in this zone. This was a secondary support zone here, right at the 660 edge. Now I had told you guys that we need to really watch for the test of this trend line, which coincides with this edge here. Well, it's actually an HVN now because of this activity, but before this test had completed, this was a thin profile. Only because of the price remaining here did we get a fill here, right? The fill on the profile distribution, but the edge was actually here, the 720. We got rejected at that edge, which confluenced with a very important 100 period simple moving average, guys. This is really, really important when you analyze stocks. You want to put these traveling resistance, traveling barometers of what's really happening. Normally you find if you have gauged the trend correctly downside. Let me change this, the color of this trend line, and make it a little bit thicker. So as long as you gauge the correct trend, you will find that your simple moving averages, the 100 period, will start to be respected on a 30-minute or an hour. It doesn't matter. Just pick one time frame and base your analysis off of it instead of like shuffling between multiple time frames. So I always use this. You guys know you've been watching my videos. Thank you so much. I always use these 90-day, 30-minute periods for these 100 period simple moving averages, and I sometimes will show 15 period charts as well, 15-minute charts to kind of zone in on our weekly options trades. Anyway, so that was that. We did have a little scratch on the options trade right over here. It was not a big deal, but I was expecting this area to become a tertiary support. So one, two, right over. Maybe I should draw small circles there. And of course, since my colors are the same, let's remove this one. So one, 2, and 3. I was expecting and hoping that the NQ750 level would coincide with the Tesla 673 level for a bounce and takeout of this area for a test of this edge 720 and eventually a very important test of 740. That did not happen. We just rolled right through, which is fine. Contingency plans are always in place, guys. You never hold on to weekly options when you see main levels breaking like that, or otherwise the NQ kind of downtrending as well. Okay, so you get out of those trades. Plus, I only buy $1.50 per weekly option per contract, so my max loss is $150 per contract, and even those you can trade yourselves out of at 75 or 80. So whatever, so you do lose some, of course, because it's not going to do what you want, but you don't bet your house on this or anything like that. So anyway, Guess what, guys? This week was significant selling pressure, and the forecast that we had made earlier about the 540H coming into play, albeit for a very, very small period of time, came true, guys. That's exactly what happened. We found very quick reaction over here. Very important and very quick. I'm going to activate the drawing here and show you this very quick reversal. These are the kinds of things you want to pay attention to, because when you get into these areas that will make most people upset, right, and worried about what's happening, life's not that fun anymore because your um, favorite tech stocks are not jumping about. I'm going to actually see if I can remove the volume because it's just coming in the way for now. Okay, so this is the time to really spend money. This is shopping season right here. Why? This is not shopping season. This bar is not shopping season either. But once you understand that there are value edges that you're approaching, just look at this, guys. Once you understand value edges approaching, you know that the zone below has been an area of valuation for the company that traders have long left behind. They have moved on to higher valuation for this wonderful company that Tesla is, right? We're just coming to test value there. So most people use price as indication of getting in or getting out of a stock, right? And getting out of a company. That's the wrong way to think about it, guys. We need to start thinking about value. We need to start thinking about normal distributions, bimodals, trimodals, whatever. And I've been saying for a while now that we needed a modal formation in the 640 area. We had a modal formation up here long ago. 420 area, we had spikish jumps from this zone to from the 460 edge to the 540. That's when new developments, we were learning more about what the company was up to. It was never an auto company, it was never a car company, guys. That's old news. This was an energy company. When that became clear, we came into the 500 zone, and that we left for good, right? We left for good when we came to this amazing, whoops, um, uh, trajectory that Tesla was on right over here. So that was an indication of the potential of this company. Now we're coming back to test value. We first tested value at the 610.18 edge, which I had pointed out before, and based on significant weakness in the market being, disturbed a little bit by, inflationary concerns and what have you, we tested this gray zone, right? This zone between 740 and 640, but then we fell back down because of continued weakness in the NQ and the underlying conditions. And at that point, you have to start thinking not about price, not about 650, 620, 610. No, 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 no. You think about value edges. You think about where has rejection occurred, because ultimately the company didn't. In the last 1 month, the company hasn't done anything to destroy its value. Nothing. In fact, if anything, they've been forced to cut costs. If anything, any company in a downtrend is forced to try to operate more efficiently to generate even more value for its stakeholders, right? So, guys, the nothing has changed here except that you are getting great value, and that's why you become a buyer at these areas. Now, you definitely want to make sure that you do get this wick. You're a buyer here. You're a buyer here. Okay. Now, you don't want to obviously bet the house here or anything, but again, that depends on your philosophy as a trader. I bet the house right here. No problem. This is a company I want to hold for a long time, and it is at a significant discount, guys. Think about it. This is the kind of discount we're looking at. If I offered you the Apple iPhone, which is normally priced at $900, if I offered it to you for 580, would you be sweating? Would you be sweating and worried about the end of the world was near and rotation out of tech was happening already? Therefore, you should not purchase this brand new iPhone for $600 or 580? Of course not. You would jump at the deal. You would buy two, right? But guess what? Folks here in stocks, folks get afraid, get fearful of purchasing the same discounted value. That's just how it works. But therefore, you must obviously realign yourselves and interpret action in a different way, like I do anyway. Okay, so this is great, guys. This was the hard stop. I had said 525, 540 would be my hard stop. I will buy as much as possible. This price will bounce here, and that's what's happening for now. Now, of course, no one's a prophet. Um, Anything can happen going forward as well. But for me, who thinks about value, this is significant value, and I will buy. Now, I also bought weekly options here. Yes, I bought a weekly option expiring next week. I'm looking for a test of 670. Further, I'm looking for a test of 720. And then, of course, the big one, guys. I'm looking for a test of the look below and go area of failure 770. This is my main target. I hope we can get there in 1 week, but it might be tough. It might be tough. We might not get there in a week, but I'm happy to collect as many profits as possible on the weekly contracts that I've already entered in this 720 zone. Let's hope we get there, guys. It would be amazing. It would be significant. It would be probably a 10x or 20x value for the weekly. But that's what we do. We wait for value edges to be tested, and then we sink in the money, right? Okay, guys, I just wanted to make sure that we're all aligned on what's been happening in Tesla and what is expected to happen. I do not have a bear case for you anymore. I do not have a bear case for Tesla. I do not want to think bearish on Tesla anymore. I will be buying in this zone. If it falls below, I'll buy more. No problems there. Of course, I always track the NQ, and I make sure that only after NQ finds support near its overnight low or near an important key level, I then come back to this chart to see what Tesla is doing. And if strength matches strength, I enter. If strength diverges with weakness on in either of the instruments, Tesla or NQ, then if they're diverging, I do not enter my trade. That's how I play this. And you already know this if you've been watching my Tesla analysis for a month now. So that was it, guys. It's just a Sunday. Just thought I'll take a moment to capture this info for you guys. Thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe and help me improve my 4.5% conversion ratio of viewers to subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.